Namaste. Okay, day number 6. So after listening to what are some of the key features you should be seeing in the acting out partner and what real recovery looks like, what kind of boundaries should you be setting at this stage in the relationship? Now, the truth is it's going to be different now from where it is in 6 months to where it is in a year or 2 years if you choose to stay in the relationship. Either way, starting to understand what boundaries are for you is something we all need to practice in general. And so there isn't a really clear cut, really nice definition to boundaries other than to say it is starting to know yourself and know what standards, what rules, what expectations make your nervous system feel good, where you feel safe, where you feel listened to, respected. It's you're doing things at your pace, kind of thing. But it is fundamentally knowing what you need and what you want, and then being able to articulate that. So, like sometimes the betrayed partner is sexual with their the spouse who's been acting out when they really don't want to be sexual, but they feel like if they aren't sexual, that person may act out and not be in recovery. So like that, it's natural to have that thought, but this is a good example of you're double thinking what does your partner want and what you really need to focus in on. First of all, if that's going to affect their recovery, they're not really in recovery, because they do have the control to be able to go without sex for a period of time. So you then, when you notice you're worrying, double thinking, you need to bring it back to, what do I really want? Do you really want to be sexual because you want to be sexual? Or it's your way of feeling close, but you then feel badly afterwards. So it is so incredibly personal. I really can't tell you a right answer to this other than some people are going to be sexual with their partner, even relatively early on. And then some people absolutely need to be in a separate room. Some people need to move out. Some people need to move out for a period of time until the partner is feeling better and has just had some time to themselves to kind of get themselves back together. And then they might move back in. So each one of those kind of decisions, you need to think for yourself, what is it that makes me kind of exhale and feel the sigh of relief? So like that's one example. How much time should I be spending with my partner? Same kind of thing. And you might be really torn because that person has been there in your life and the closest person to you for forever, a long time. So it might be that you need to experiment with having a little space away and seeing, do I feel, again, that sense of exhale, and I can think, and I am feeling more productive, and I just feel like I'm starting to be a little bit more to myself? Or is it, I feel better that we are not sleeping together, but we have kids and it's easier to function with him or her in the house, kind of thing. So again, it's not any like easy definition of what a boundary is other than really thinking what feels good and right to you. The other piece about the healthy recovery piece, now that you have an idea of what healthy recovery looks like, I would say that's another part of your boundaries, as far as, in order for us to stay in the same house, you need to be seeing somebody who specializes in sex addiction. You need to be going to 3 meetings a week. And that might sound like the police, but really the way you want to say it, I mean, it is the same information, but the tone is different. And fundamentally, what you are thinking about is, in order for me to feel okay, like I'm taking care of myself, I'm not setting myself up for more harm, and this is potentially recoverable, this relationship. I need to see that you are doing everything that is recommended. That means getting a sponsor, that I see that you really are caring. Now, you can choose to do what you want. If you don't want to do that, you have free will. But I need that in order for me to really truly heal. Do you hear the difference in that? So, and again, all those other kind of things that I was saying, what healthy recovery looks like. The other, that they're working on a disclosure, and that you are starting to figure out what do you want from disclosure. And I do have an outline for people to think about as far as what they want to know, what they do not want to know. Again, how they're hoping to feel. Are they in a place where they can regulate their emotions?